And a Fox News alert on a major victory in the battle to defeat ISIS as Iraqi forces retake a strategic government complex in the city of Ramadi. And there's video showing Iraqi troops raising the national flag there, but an Iraqi military spokesman taking it even further, saying Ramadi is now free of militants from the Islamic State. John Huddy is following the story from our Mideast Bureau in Jerusalem now. John, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Leah, and really whether or not Ramadi has been quote-unquote fully liberated, as that spokesman said, really depends upon whom you ask. We're being told that there remains pockets, ISIS militants, there are pockets in the northern and eastern sections of the city, though a military commander has said that they're really putting up very weak resistance. And as we know, Iraq's military has retaken that central government complex, Leah, and that's really been the main objective. So, having said that, take a look. Earlier today, Iraqi forces, the video came in showing them celebrating outside that central government complex in the city as Iraq's flag was raised over the building. Iraqi troops, as we know, launched the offensive to retake Ramadi back in November, and also the push into central Ramadi with help from U.S. airstrikes started last week and really intensified over the weekend. It's been a very difficult and bloody fight. Colonel Steve Warren, spokesman for the U.S.-led coalition, called this a quote-unquote significant accomplishment and a proud moment for Iraq, and he actually tweeted out pictures that a U.S. drone took of that flag being raised over the government complex. It is strategically important. That's because Ramadi is the capital of the Anbar province. It's about 70 miles west or so of Baghdad, and the Anbar province has largely been controlled by ISIS, and it's symbolic, too, to an extent. That's because when ISIS took control back in May, you may remember that U.S. Defense Secretary Ash Carter questioned the Iraqi military's quote-unquote will to fight. So this is being called a major gain for Iraq and a major loss for ISIS. But Leah, really at this point, it is crucial to remain in control of Ramadi, and also we're being told that it could take weeks to clear out all those booby-trapped homes and buildings. So it's definitely a long process ahead and not over just yet. Leah, back to you.
Definitely teaching us a lot about how ISIS booby traps and sets these cities up to make them very difficult once Iraqi forces take them over. Jonathan Huddy from Jerusalem. Thank you, Jonathan.